if it's true, as you said, that these constituencies are natural conservatives, where have Republicans gone wrong? Why is this?
How much time do you have?
Well,
We
unfortunately,
could do a whole show on that.
but he can't take a whole show, and that's the whole point. You're going to have to. If I
Show up.
humbly suggest you might run president, or however this messaging comes out, it's going to have to be made in a coherent, quick way for them to understand that your ideas are the best ones.
I talk about this quite a bit in this book. I learned this from Jack Kemp, of all people. Show up.
That's right.
Listen. Hear what people are saying. And oh, by the way, share your philosophy and your ideas. And you know what? You might make some connections. Try. And in many ways, our party has not been doing that for a while.
Listen. Has less to do with what we have to say.
My mom always said, you got 2 ears, one mouth, use it in that proportion.
That's right. Actually, something else that you quote in the book that Jack Kemp said. He said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think that's something where the Republicans have fallen short time and time again, because the messengers who try to get the message out, the one that Will is talking about that's got to be succinct, coherent, and relatable, we don't have the right messengers engaged in these communities enough.
We've done this before, you know.
Yes.
Jack did it, Ronald Reagan did it. Look, let the left play identity politics. Let them try and carve up the electorate in ways that divide people by appealing to emotions of fear, envy, and anger and anxiety. Let them do that. What should we do? We should talk about what combines us, what brings us together, what unifies us. What are these great principles that bring us together to get a better economy, to have more opportunity? That's what we should do. We should have specific ideas, solutions, principles, and listen and apply these principles to these problems. So the reason I say it's a conversation starter is, here's my attempt to take these great founding principles to apply them to this problem we have in America, persistent poverty. Here's my crack at it. What do you think? What are your ideas?
Well, what tools do you use, though, to message that well? Because there was a piece where in the Daily Beast, I think it was James McWhorter, who wrote and he talked about your plan. And he said, great, okay, there are some good ideas here, but if you're going to go out and talk to people about it, you can't have these abstract ideas of opportunity grants. You need to use pamphlets, apps, various things to connect with people. Do you see something like the Andrea example that you gave as being maybe the rights equivalent to a Julia, or some type of mechanism that can be easily contained and show people a microcosm of your policy?
Yeah, in the 21st century, surely we can come up with the kinds of technology to get this kind of a message out. But more importantly, it's emboldened and enlivened local control, civil society, people in their communities to come up with the solutions. Don't look to Washington. Washington's not going to dictate your life. Help figure it out you on the ground. And by the way, it shouldn't be some guy sitting in a congressional office figuring out all these ideas. It should be the people that Bob Woodson is working with in our communities who are already fighting poverty. Let's see them and showcase their ideas.